Hello, my sweet friend. I am Cristina Arevalo, a cake decorator, coach, and teacher, and I am here to empower my fellow cake artists to unleash their creativity and unite as a strong cake community. Whether you are a seasoned professional or just starting out, this podcast is here to support and empower you on your cake decorating journey. Let me coach you for success by setting achievable goals, understanding that managing your time and having a positive mindset, knowing your customers, and learning how to teach your craft are all as important as flour, sugar, and eggs. I'll share what has worked for me from a very personal and relatable perspective. My goal is to help you establish your presence, reduce stress related to time and working hours, and engage in cake collaborations and competitions. Eventually, you could become that featured cake artist in a magazine or teach at international events just like me. Welcome to the Art Cake Coach podcast. Well, hello, my sweet friends, and welcome to another episode of the Art Cake Coach podcast. Christina here. Super happy to have you all back here another Tuesday here from Lisbon, Portugal. Quite sunny. Apparently, spring decided to finally show up. And I'm very happy because today I'm celebrating the third anniversary of the podcast. Yes, that would actually be, I think, tomorrow, because tomorrow is the 1st of tomorrow. No, in 2 days will be the 1st of May. It was on the 1st of May. It was a holiday, so I was like, oh, at home I have nothing to do. Let me just start a podcast. Why not? So today, 3 years later, here I am. Here I'm still here. Here I'm still here. What am I saying? I'm still here. And now on video. And now you can see now you can see all the flops of all the things that I do here when I speak. So I'm very happy, very excited. Today is a little bit of down to memory lane or down memory lane, but I hope you like it and I hope you enjoy it because this from the heart is a very special episode for today's anniversary. So don't go anywhere because the episode is about to start. Hey, my sweet friend, if you like this episode and enjoy this podcast, there is only one thing I want from you. Please like, follow, and leave me a started review in any of your favorite podcast platform where you're listening to this podcast now. This way, this program can keep growing. The algorithm will show it to more cake artists who will benefit from it. Download the episode, share it on your social media, and tag me, and I'll gladly tag you and follow you back. I would love to hear what you have to say. You can leave me a voice message on Anchor, Spotify for podcasters, answer the questions and polls on the episode, or leave me a comment on my social media. Even if you don't like what I say, I would love to hear your opinion. And let me invite you to follow me on Instagram as at the Art K Coach or in any of my social media accounts. I'll leave you all the links in the description of this episode. Thank you so much for listening to the Art K Coach podcast. Well, hello, my friends. Welcome back to the episode. Today's episode, like I mentioned in the intro, is it's a very personal episode, very down to earth, very down memory lane, because is this week on the 1st of May is the anniversary of the podcast. It's been 3 years. One of those things that have been quite consistent, and because of that, it has paid off. For today's episode, no special script notes, just my notebook. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see that this is my purple notebook from it's Friends, but it's purple. I bought it because it's purple. You know, I love everything purple. So it's purple, and this is the notebook that I've been using since day one of the podcast. You can see it here since day one. I have here all the guests, all the interviews, all the questions, everything. And I said, well, this episode deserves that. This episode deserves to write it out all by hand. I did an episode on what it means to write everything by hand and how important it is. And I just went back and checked on everything that I have done and we have done this year, from the guest, the episodes, my favorite episodes, hopefully yours as well. The people who has been in the show, people the listeners who have reached out to me and say beautiful things and how much this podcast means to them. A little bit of statistics, why not? And of course, me being me, I had to go and um, take some learning curves, some takeaway from this anniversary. So this is what we're going to do today, and I cannot start this podcast, or I have to start this podcast, better yet, by thanking everyone in the other side. I was actually this morning walking my dog, and I decided to listen to the last year's anniversary podcast episode. I had a terrible flu. My voice was really bad. I was like coughing all day. All day. But it was from the heart. It was from the heart. A little bit sappy. Now that I listen to it, it's like, that was a little bit lame. But anyway, today I want to make it more fun. But I had to go and listen to it. And one thing that I did, and one thing that I keep doing, is thanking all of the people who's listening in the other side. I'm still in awe since day one that anybody is listening to me. And now that you're watching this episode's on YouTube, it's just starting out, I know, but I mean, at least 9 people watched it, and I'm like, whoa, great. And it's not my mom, so, or my husband. They don't. Well, my mom doesn't speak English, and my husband, I don't think he wants to see me talk online because he talks to me all day, so probably not. But I'm so happy that somebody in the other side is getting this. Somebody in the other side is answering to the podcast, is listening to the podcast, and is taking away something positive. So thank you. Thank you to each one of you who's over there from different parts of the world. We're going to talk about that. And thank you for keep being here, because this is for you guys. This podcast, everything that I do here is for you, for my listeners. I have to thank all the guests that have been on the show during this year. I'm going to name them in a second. You all have left this podcast better than it was before, had taught me something. We have learned so much from you. We have resonated with you. I'm going to talk about each one of the guests in just a second. And I want to talk, like I said, about my favorite episodes of this past year. So let's start with this. 3 years. 3 years of the podcast. I never thought I would have a podcast ever. If you want to know why or how I got this podcast, go to the first episode. I'm not going to go there again, but never thought that I had one. Never thought that it lasted 3 years. But a lot of things that I didn't think about myself happened in the past 5 years. So keeps being good. It's one of those things. I was talking to one of my cake friends the other day, and it's one of those things that if you ask me, you have to stop doing some of the things that you're doing, either the Cake Friends Day creative group, I don't know, the coaching, the sugar paste modeling. You can see all my dolls in the back. To the podcast. The podcast is that thing that I would never leave. It's so much fun. I really enjoy this space. It used to be just me talking to the wall, but now it's me talking to you guys. You can see me. So this space is really important for me, and I really hope that you feel the same. Um, what do I want for the podcast in the future? I want it to be better, of course. I want to have more guests that you want to have here on the episode, on the podcast, guests that teach us, that leave us something important. I want to make it look better on video. I'm looking out down here to the video. I think it's okay, but there's always room for improvement. I want to keep it personal though. I don't want to keep it too stylish, too minimalistics, or aesthetic. No. This is me, guys. This is me. It's me. This is how I look every day, and this is where I work. This is my space, and I want to welcome you into my space. Um, Now that it's in video, it's a different challenge. It's a different challenge. It's a different um, uh, the way you have to appeal, the way that I have to be appealing to the audience is different. I have to be honest. It's been a roller coaster of emotions because I feel very vulnerable being on video. Um, we all do. We all do this. We all feel like this. Not because I talk about imposter syndrome or about doubting yourself doesn't mean that we don't do it. I do it all the time, and I second guess myself a lot. I try not to look at myself down here. I'm looking at the camera so I can talk to you guys, and because there always this conversation of you don't look good enough, uh, you should, your hair is not right, your face is not right, or whatever. So it's been quite an emotional roller coaster, but uh, I'm here for a challenge. Why not? We're all here for a challenge. If it wasn't for getting out of my comfort zone, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have done half of the things that I have done in this past 5 years. So, in the next part of this episode, I'm going to talk to you about my favorite episodes on the podcast so far, the guest, or dear sponsors. I couldn't do it without you guys. Some of the topics and a little bit of statistics about how this podcast has grown in the past 3 years. So don't go anywhere. So getting back to my notes. I showed you my notebook already. This is my notes, all handwriting. There's an episode here about the importance of writing by hand to fix knowledge in your head. So I do handwrite a lot. I love it. Um, and I'm looking at myself. Oh my God. I'm going through a transition of growing out my gray hair. This is me being vulnerable. And I hope it doesn't look that bad, but I'm kind of proud of it. I'm kind of proud. Hope it doesn't look that bad. But anyway, back to the episode, Christina. It's not about you. um, Guests on the show. This past year, as the other years, have been amazing with the amount of guests and the quality of the guests that we have had all the time here in the podcast, not just this past year. I mean, you guys have all been amazing. And we had such a variety of guests. And let me tell you a little behind the scenes story. I read somewhere that part of the success of Oprah is because she opened her show to everyone to tell their story. So she became loved or beloved by a lot of people. Not that I want to become an Oprah, I don't. But uh, I thought about that and I said, well, the podcast cannot be open only for, the cake celebrities, if you can call it. Reality check, we bake cakes. There's no celebrities such as, but anyway, people, the cake international world that everybody knows. Let's get a little bit humble, people. But anyway, and I thought this podcast has to be open to everyone who wants to tell the story. And last year, or this past season, has been no difference. We have Deanna Lucas. She's one of my coaches. I hope I'm not butchering your name again, sweetie, but it's you. We call her D in the group, in the coaching group, because everybody has troubles with her name. I don't know why. So we call her D. So D, and also we had, let me see, because I think we had here too. No, it was last season, but this seasons we have Deanne. Not because she's a great pastry chef from Canada, but okay, she's not the celebrity everybody's expecting. Okay, I guess. But I loved because her episode was so down to earth, so from the heart. She shared all her story about how she's been going through this coaching experience with me, and that's one of the things that I wanted to open the podcast for everyone to tell their story. We had other people telling their story, more well known, less well known, but we had a lot of people telling their story, and I always try to keep it as conversational and easygoing, like you're having a coffee with your friend. So, between the guests or among the guests that we had this year on the episode, where David Price from Cake Flicks, we talked business and it was great because we could resonate with each other. I mean, we connected with the business talk. Marisa, my dear sweet Marisa from the Sweet Charlotte Shop. Not only she's a sweet friend, she's one of my sweet friends from the cake world. She's a sweet lady. She's an amazing businesswoman, entrepreneur. Her and her all her family have the Sweet Charlotte Shop, and now the Sweet Charlotte Shop is one of the sponsors of the episode. So thank you for being here, and thank you for your beautiful episode. It was really really nice. Kate Tanyan, which is also a coach in the cake world. She's my colleague, I could say. I do admire her a lot. She has such a well tailored social media and structure on her business that is one of those businesses that you look up to. That you say, well, one day I want to be like her. I don't want to copycat you, honey, but I do want to be like you when I grow up. One day. I'm 50 and it still hasn't grown. I'm going to be 50. I'm not 50 yet. I will be this year. But anyway, Kate, thank you so much for being here for a great episode about social media. It really helped us. It really resonated with all of you, all of us. I cannot have favorites among my guests, but if I say there was somebody that left a mark on me and that I learned a lot from her, it was Natalie. Natalie Freeman from 13 Rhythms. I want to have her back so much. Natalie was so good. Her episode was so packed with knowledge, but like in your face knowledge. Like you need to listen. If you haven't listened to that episode, go and check it out because it's a really good episode. And she's such a smart, such a great lady, and it was an honor for me to have her here, and it was enlightening. Like I learned a lot from her. I also want to be like her when I grow up. She's an amazing coach. Uh, in my wildest dreams, I thought I would have Adriano Sumbo on my podcast, and he was here. Can you believe it? It's just crazy because I remember watching Adriano Zumba on TV with my kids, and now he was talking to me, and he is such a nice man, such a nice soul. Also so many learning points on his episode, especially about failure, about starting again, about learning from your mistakes. It was great. Thank you so much, Adriana, for saying yes and for being part of the podcast. David Close and Miriam, I think we should give them a special title of the regulars. When in a series like a comedy show or a series, we have the regulars guest star that show up in like the special Christmas episodes and stuff like that. That will be David and Miriam. David Close, I'm sure and I hope we'll have him back when the competitions are coming up because we always need a word of wisdom from David. So thank you so much, David, for participating again. Savannah Timfai, another K coach. I love her podcast. She has a baby podcast that just started, but I keep listening to it every week. She's also so nice, and she packed her podcast with great knowledge. I love to support her because she's really really good at what she does. She's an amazing wedding cake artist as well, and she was here, and it was such a candid conversation. We had so much fun talking and connecting. And we're going to hear from Savannah again. I'm sure if you're listening, Savannah, I'm going to invite you to something very special coming up. We also had the DMA's special episode. Like I tell you, there's like this regular special episodes. So, and we had Amy Ford and Debbie Locke here on the podcast. Funny enough, the three of us were nominated. Both of them won. I'm so happy. Yes, I did. If you're in video, you're seeing my face right now. Yes, I didn't win with Cake Friends. I said it on the podcast. I really wanted to win with Cake Friends, but anyway, next year will be the year for sure. Hopefully, but Amy and Debbie, they were here. They were like, "Oh, yeah, whatever, it's not gonna happen," and it happened. They won their awards, and it was so great to have them, and so great to share with them on the award night. Hopefully, next year we will have um Kelly here with us. Kelly's been the ball for a while now. She needs to be in the podcast and she needs to talk to us about everything that is organizing these awards. Hopefully, we're going to have many more guests this year. There is some fun thing cooking, baking in the background that I'm not going to tell you just yet. My friend Yvonne Donald, also a podcaster. If you're listening, Yvonne, I'm not going to give anything away, but we've been meeting and we're having some great ideas for something coming up probably by September. So stay tuned. It's secret. I'm not going to tell you, but it's one of the projects that the podcast is going to be involved this year. Anyway, this was the list of guests from this year. I hope I'm not forgetting anybody. I don't know. Miriam was here at some point, and who else was here at some point? It was there was somebody else here at some point, but maybe it was the previous season, and that's why I didn't write it down because I didn't have it on my note as in this season. But anyway, all of you since season 1 who has been here, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for being here. Other pack of people that I need to thank are my sponsors. And when I started the podcast and I reached out to them, I thought in my head, they're going to think that I'm crazy. They're going to think like, who is this person? Like I said on the podcast before, who is this crazy Venezuelan woman living in Portugal, speaking English with an American accent that decided to have a podcast about cakes, but doesn't talk about cakes and doesn't talk about recipes or cake trends, and is asking me to sponsor their podcast? That's exactly what would have happened in my head if I were them. But no, they were so supportive, so nice. I mean, so supportive. They were like, "Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, let's do it." So, thank you to Saracino and We Love Pastry magazine, Kelly with a delicious magazine, Tesnuta with the Cake the Great magazine. What else? We have Maresa with the Sweet Chocolate Shop, Maria Barna with Mayatina. And now we have Margarita Ferrara with Creativa from Margarita Ferrara. Thank you guys so much for being part of the podcast, for supporting everything that I do. If you want to be, if you have a product, this is a little parenthesis here. If you have a product or if you have any kind of product, could be a physical product, could be a class, could be a magazine, any product that you think could be relatable for the cake industry or the cake makers, contact me because it's easier than you think to become one of the sponsors of the episode. It is not going to cost you a lot. Ask my sponsors. It's not going to cost you a lot. So contact me that we can talk about that. But thank you to the sponsors that I have right now. Thank you so much. As you know, the regular cake coach on Saracino's magazine, We Love Pastry. So now the magazine is a quarterly magazine, and every edition, every issue, there will be an article about either time management, goal setting, you name it, because the other ones are going to be surprised on the magazine from my part. So thank you, Saracino. Thank you, Sylvia, about that. So thank you to my sponsors. Now, don't go anywhere because when we come back, I'm going to talk to you about my favorite episodes, the topics we've been talking about this year, and some statistics, like I said, but fun statistics. It's not going to be boring. So don't go anywhere. Hello, my sweet friend. Let me invite you to subscribe to the Art K Coach podcast exclusive content platform. By becoming a member, you'll get exclusive monthly content and access to audio classes and workshops on goal setting, time management, social media posting, pricing mindset, and teaching. Get access to exclusive bonus content for only €2.99 a month. Check out the link to subscription platform on the description of this episode. Let me help you on your cake journey and coach you for success here at the Art Cake Coach podcast. Hello, my friends. Welcome back to this episode of the Art Cake Coach podcast and the Art Cake Coach podcast third anniversary. So, we had different topics this year. We talked about time management a lot because that's one of the things that I love to talk about. Goal setting a lot, especially at the beginning of the end of the year, end of 24, beginning of 25, because that's the time when you have to sit down, check on your goals from the previous year, and set your goals for the next one. So, we talk a lot about that. We have talked about social media by myself and with guests. We have talked about marketing. Love talking about market. I never thought in my wildest dreams that I would like to talk about marketing so much, but I do. I do like it. Pricing, the elephant in the room. We have talked about that with guest, without guest, with me, with everybody, because that's a topic everybody talks about and everybody struggles with. So we have talked about that. We had talked about business management, and I have to say, episodes, and I have it here, episodes 143 and 144, were one of my favorites about business management because I always said that what I share here is what I'm things that resonate with me or things that I've gone through. And even though I thought, because we always think we have everything under control and everything well tailored and everything well organized to keep working, I found myself this year, first of all, tired, very tired, overwhelmed, um, wanting to go back to basics, like to make it even more simple, to cut out the noise. Savannah, we talk about that. Cut the noise of so much going on in the industry, in social media, everywhere, you open your Instagram or you open your Facebook or your pages, and everything is, you should do this, you should do that, this is the new trend, this is the new reel, and it's like, oh my God, it's so overwhelming. Then I had to sit down for my business and say, I need to make this as simple as possible. And as I need to create a workflow that works for me. I need to know exactly what I'm going to do, when I'm going to do it, how I'm going to do it. So I can really focus on the creative part and not be thinking about how to manage this business. And from that need, my own need, came up the idea of these two episodes on business management. One was about, I think one was about cutting the noise of the, we talk about that with Savannah, but I also talk about it on the episode. And the other one was about a clear admin management of your business. And both episodes, I'm so proud of those episodes, and I really liked them. And the turnout of those episodes were great. Uh, this season, I've been packing the episodes with downloadable templates that you can download, and you can have templates on prioritization, on the marketing, on target audience, on niche, on goal setting. You can have templates on anything that you want to, and it's all the templates are on the descriptions of the episodes, and they're also available on the webpage, my webpage, www.theartcakecoach.com. Very simple. It's just the Arcade Coach everywhere. And it's been great. It's been great. I've had great response from the people who has downloaded, because not everybody does. Guys, come on. It's like the average of listeners of the episodes are between, I don't know, 45, 100. And two people download it. download it. It's for free and it's for you. Just take it and just stuck it on your computer. Never use it. That's what we do with the things we download. But no, use it. Use it. It's important to use it because it's made for you to make your life easy. So go ahead. And those were some of the topics we talk about. Now, my personal favorite episodes, and I think I'm going to leave, if you're watching a video, I'm going to leave the links here somewhere. I think to if not here on the image, down here on the comments, I'm going to leave some the links to all of these episodes because those were my favorites of this whole season. Money mindset, powerful. I was so inspired that day, and it was really good, really, really good. AI for the future of our cake business. That's episode 116. The money mindset is episode 111. AI is episode 116. The Christmas special was very nice to record, and I really, really liked it. It was episode 130. One of my favorite, lemonade stand. Is your business a real business or a lemonade stand? It was like a wake up call, that episode, and that's episode 134. Of course, the Cake Friends Stay Creative anniversary, episode 141. Back to base, and I have to say, the last two episodes on video. Back to basics with on our cake industry, episode 145, and the last one, the AI doll trend, episode 146. I had one of the listeners who said, and I know you're listening, sweetie, saying that she laughed so hard she hadn't laughed that much in a long time. Thank you so much. It was a funny episode. It was a funny story, so I wanted to make it funny. So those were one of my favorite episodes this season. And like I said, some basic statistics, but statistics that I'm so proud and so happy about. We have a total of 6,136 downloads on the Art Cake Coach podcast. What? I mean, you have listened to me, all of you, 6,136 times. I always said you listen to me more than my kids listen to me. Thank you. 636 impressions on Spotify. That means people that just click is like, oh, who is she? Interesting. Huh, let me see. Let me give it a try. Thank you. 1,713 streams in total, which means you have listened to the whole episode. Thank you so much for not cutting me out. The episode or the podcast has a 5-star average review. Thank you so much. Really, I really appreciate it. And I don't know what I wrote here. Oh, yeah, 71% of growth of audience. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You're so amazing. And of course, we have, with this one, 147 episodes in total and 14 subscription episodes on the platform. I cannot believe I've been talking this much for 3 years. And I still have things to say because one of the things when I started, and I remember one of my friends asked me about that, is like, would you, how long can you keep up with the podcast? What is it to talk about in the cake industry that this podcast could last? You're gonna get bored. What can you talk about? Oh, no, you didn't. You know that. You know that when you tell me that I can't, that's when I'm going to do it and I'm going to find. There's always something to talk about. Always something going on. There is a new trend. There is a new magazine. There is a new award. There is AI. There is something going on. So yeah, there's always something to talk about. And of course, since what I talk about here is about managing your cake business, there's always going to be room for that. So thank you so much to everyone who has listened to this episode. I'm not leaving. I'm just thanking you guys. Thank you for all the countries. I almost forgot. I saw it here in my notes. The countries. Okay, the top countries. It's funny. The podcast is 93% female listeners. Surprise! This is our industry. Our industry is mainly women. So 93% women between the ages of 23 and 60, I think, 59. So Thank you. It's quite a variety. The whole, I mean, the most listeners are between 45 and 59, I think. So yeah, they're around my age. I'm right there in the middle. I'm turning 50 this year, guys. So yeah. Um, Thank you. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, girls. My girls. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. And the countries. That's what I'm going to say. The countries. Top countries. USA. Thank you. UK. Thank you, guys. Canada. Thank you so much. Australia. Thank you. Portugal. So there's some people here in Portugal who listens to me. I'm so happy about that. China, thank you. Thank you, whoever is listening to me in China. Thank you so much. Germany, Netherlands, Ireland, South Africa. Thank you guys for listening to the podcast because I cannot believe there's people around the world in all of these countries that listen to me. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't go anywhere because to finish today's episode is all about the takeaways. So don't go. As your K coach, I am here to help you. If you want to go a little bit further in your journey to organize your time, set clear goals, maybe teach, work on your mindset, or set a roadmap for results, especially for results and success, I am here for you. Why don't you book a free discovery call with me? I will be leaving the links here in this episode so we can chat, we can talk about what you really need, and we can see if we're a good fit for each other. Remember, I have just one mission in this cake world. First is to unite the cake community as one and to make you, my cake artist, my sweet friend, understand the importance of investing in you. Like I said, I will be leaving the links here in the description of this episode so you can book a 30 minutes free discovery call with me. And just remember, in case nobody said this to you today, I do appreciate you and I want you to stay safe and stay creative. Hello, my friends. I'm back. I was just checking on some things popping up here on my computer, but now everything is okay. Takeaways from the Art K Coach podcast. The takeaway that I always take away from every of my endeavors in the cake world in the past years: consistency. It does, guys. It does pay off. I wish I was this consistent in other aspects of my life, but consistency actually makes the difference. Just being here, showing up every week for you guys, no matter what. I think I told you the story of my daughter once saying, I was sick or I was busy, and I was like, oh, I need to record the episode. And she was like, oh, it's okay. Just leave it for this week. I said, what? No, I cannot. I have to do it. So, being consistent, no matter what. And you can listen to last year's episode for the podcast anniversary. I was sick, so and I was here no matter what. So consistency definitely pays off. Do your thing. Yes, with my hair flipping and everything. Do your thing. Why? Because you're gonna do it and nobody cares, but you're gonna be happy doing it. If you stop and second guess everything that you do, or if you compare with everybody, we do compare. I'm not gonna say we don't compare. I'm not gonna say like, no, I don't compare. We do compare. But these are the stages of comparison for me. I look at something or somebody who, for me, has everything well structured, well done. Like I was talking about Kate Tanya, right? You look at her and I'm like, oh, yeah, I got this like, oh no, she did it. She's like, she has everything right. And then almost immediately, it changes to, I want to be like her. Like, I really want to do something good in my business that looks this good. And then it changes to, I'm going to learn from her. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to learn from her and I'm going to let her know that I admire her and that I'm going to learn from her. I do let her know every time she has an amazing newsletter, and every time she has a newsletter, she sends a newsletter that resonates with me. I answer back. Why not? So yeah, we all go through these stages, all of us. And don't tell me you don't, because you do. We all go through those stages. The thing is, some people just stay on the, oh no, she has it all figured out and I don't. And they stay there, and they stay with anger, remorse, envy, and I want to be like them, and they're not going to be better than me. And that's when things go south. It's like, no, 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 no. That's not what you do. What you do is you take that feeling that, they have it all figured out, I want to be like them, to what can I learn from this person to be like them? But there's the third part. Don't be like them. Be yourself, sorry, with whatever you learn from that person. Ta-da! So that's my takeaway from this third anniversary. Do your thing. Do your thing, because no matter what you want to copy other people or to be other people or to look like other people, even in life, you don't want to. I mean, I wish I could look like somebody else, but I don't. I look like me. And if that would have stopped me, I wouldn't be here on video. So it's me. It's what you get. It's what I am. So do your thing. Do your thing. Is not going to be perfect. That's actually one of my other takeaways. It's never going to be the right moment, and it's never going to look perfect. Just do it. Just do it. Be you. That's it. There's always room for improvement. It's going to improve. My first episodes were not as good as these ones. The quality of the recording, the microphone I was using, the video that I was using, all of it. So just keep going. Keep going, because you're going to learn in the way and you're going to make it better. And last but not least, trust in yourself. Trust in your gut feeling. That feeling here in your stomach that says, that's not for you, or do it. Yes, that's for you. Trust it. Don't care about what others think or what other people say. Odd words. No, it's just noise. We don't want noise. Okay? We don't want noise. Focus, center, just do it. That's it. Oh, that's not my luck. That's not my line. I don't know if I should say it or not. But anyway, just be yourself. Just go for it, and have fun on the way. Have fun on the way, because life is tough. Work is tough. It's tiring. It's demanding. We all have our days. I do too. I'm not like this all the time. Ask my family. I get down. I get down and depressed sometimes. I get blue. I get sad. I'm not 100% satisfied with everything that's going on in my life or in the world. But I try to focus on the positive. I try to focus on what I do. And I try to do it better every time. So that's my takeaway from this past year and the anniversary of the podcast. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. The only thing that I really, really want to go through the camera and, like the feeling here is gratitude. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, to the people who's watching now on YouTube. And I will be leaving the links of all of the things that I mentioned somewhere. If it's not here, it's in the description of the episode or on YouTube down here in the description. So thank you so much, guys. And as always, stay safe and stay creative. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.